Note: we are not funny, although we try to be. We will probably make you cringe throughout this episode. Please enjoy. You have been warned. Welcome to the party. This is Mind-Boggling Garbage. Coming back to you is Dominic,
Kate,
and Louie.
Today's episode is going to be focusing on why we've all been home.
and what we've been doing.
Personally, I like doing art and making songs on the piano. I have currently made 2 songs. One of them I'm collaborating with Dominic with, and the other one has I've already made. It is called what is it called? You Can't Change My Mind. It's a good song.
The songs I've been working on are called No Light. I have all the lyrics for that one. And I Should Have Known, and We Come Together Now. Kate, you haven't been making music per se, but what have you been doing?
Probably art. I've been into a lot of interesting TV shows lately. Luis and I, we've been watching a show from the 90s.
No, not the 90s, like 80s, 70s or something.
No, I think...
Bewitched. It's definitely not the 70s.
It's not the 90s.
When our parents were younger, they watched it.
Yeah.
Our mom watched it when she was like a young kid, so not the 90s.
Mm-hmm. My dad's dad, so Grandpa, let Dad and Uncle Mark
watch it.
Yeah, watch it when they were little too.
Yeah, well, they've been watching it. Mind telling us the plot?
Well, it's basically about a
woman that is a witch, and her husband is a mortal, and they agreed not to use magic around the house, and they had a baby. And the baby, he's like, I don't know, maybe it's like half witch, half mortal. But basically the premise is that they need to they like try to find, they have all these crazy things, like the guy's at work and the woman is at home, and they do all these crazy things. She's using her powers to fix things. He doesn't want her doing this. He wants it to do the normal way. And her mother's just always popping in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So I've only watched half an episode or so I couldn't tell you anything about it. But it is like that generic 70s show where everything is so it's dated, so everything is kind of a little bit inappropriate. Like women were treated less.
Yeah, like they're very sexist.
But besides the point, another show I've been into was The Flash. I know when it came out, like 2016 or something, but I hadn't watched it since, and I've been able to watch it recently. Psych.
Yes, yeah, we've been into
one.
Psych. It's a really good show.
The premise of that is a very observant detective who claims to be a
psychic,
and he has his own psychic detective office, and the whole show is about him trying to like play off as a psychic.
But his girlfriend eventually finds out.
All right. This quarantine has been rather boring. Obviously, not being able to go out, it was weird, and not being able to see the homies, and it was all it happened all weird. And what was your experience when you first found out you had to get out of school?
I was mad because it's crazy saying this, but the people at my school are actually really nice, and I like going there not because of learning, but recesses are great. So are like just hanging out with the homies. What about you, Kate?
Well, I was first I was confused on what was happening because
you were excited.
Yes, I was excited. I was not excited to spend time away from me and the boys. But, well, obviously, COVID had to happen, and it's been at least how many months?
Oh, jeez, I don't even know.
Wait, it was in March. At the end of March, we were indoors. So March, April, May, June. So at least 3 months.
It was crazy, and it kept getting worse. And everything that's happening now. But being home gave us a lot of time to play video games, which is our next topic in this very quick moving thing. Uh, we I have Minecraft on the Wii U, and even though it's a failure of a console, it still works barely. And we have been making a city in Minecraft,
Really
and
good.
it's nothing good because it's like we're not good at building, and we're not the best, but we've been building it from 0-0 on a super flat world, and we're not even close to being done. I'm not sure if we will get there yet.
I remember snooping through Dominic's room, which I shouldn't have been, but I found a book on Minecraft building, how to build like towers and stuff for cityscapes and stuff, and I gave it to him. He's been using it a lot, and he's been making some good apartment buildings.
I would not have been able to do it without that. Kate, what is your experience with building that?
Well, it's been a ton of fun. Obviously, Dominic, Luisa, and I were all working on it.
Until I got kicked out.
Well, yeah. Anyway, speaking of Minecraft,
Go back to that. Why'd you get kicked out? There's probably a good reason.
Of the Wii U or just in general?
Of not of the city build.
Because you, in your opinion, you said I was annoying.
All right, so that's all true. Everything checks out there.
What was I talking about?
Minecraft.
Oh yeah. So, speaking of Minecraft things, we've been watching a lot of YouTube lately.
Hermitcraft,
Yeah, we've been watching a lot of Hermitcraft, especially Green,
Mumbo, Escal, Scar.
all the things.
They take your mind off, like it's like a new world.
Mm-hmm.
Especially watching Grumbot and wait, what was his little brother? Drumbot. They're so cute.
The point here is just it's a world that isn't being plagued by coronavirus.
Yeah, it kind of takes your mind off things, especially with film theory and game theory.
Like we've been watching so many, like YouTube channels.
I can't keep track anymore.
That's what it's there for, though. After a while of being in quarantine, you get to watch every single episode of every single YouTube channel.
At one point, I was making tea, and then I was so I was making tea. I was just in the utensil drawer, and then I feel this feeling in my body just settle down. And I'm like, I feel like I just got used to quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I kind of missed the homies, as I said before.
I hate quarantine.
We will get through it. Everyone will. It was weird, but we got to watch YouTube, play video games, more so than we already do.
Yeah. We usually get kicked off an hour in.
No.
Kate and I have been binge watching
the Bewitched.
Bewitched for at least 7 to 8 hours.
The thing is, our dad is in the morning. He goes to work
at 6 or 7,
and he doesn't come back until 4:30.
Or 5.
It depends if he's going to a store.
Club.
But since we have a lot of time, because he's he's not that laid back than our mom is.
Our mom's super laid back.
Well, not that laid back, but she
has some restrictions, but not many.
Yeah, but then Dad is the strict one, so it's better for us to get all our video games and our binge watching
in before he comes home.
Yeah.
In the end, we always have a limit, but we always go in the pool, our greenish pool.
Greenish blue.
It's not very clean as of now, but we go in it basically every day.
Well,
Dominic and Kate here have been in it every day
not
ever
to brag.
Since it opened, but I have not.
Not to brag, but what Louis says is true. I want to succeed at my goal, which is to get in the pool every single day of summer, as long as the pool is open. So hopefully I succeed the goal. But probably gonna do it. Anyway, Dom, what are we gonna talk about now?
Oh, I can burp loud.
Don't do that.
I can do a loud burp.
Don't do that.
we're probably gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah.
But in the end, yeah, this has been a pretty weird year.
I've eaten my burps before. It's fun.
Hey, Louie.
We're not talking about that right now. Listen to Dom.
So, like, with everything going on, it's kind of sucky. We started off like 2020. There was no snow at all. Like, how crazy is that? It was like
2020 sucks, man.
2020. We started off around Christmas time. There was no snow. That sometimes happens.
Like
Usually
in-
January. That's
Yeah.
the
Mr. Green Christmas, that's for sure.
it usually happens around then. There's snow, but it never came, and it was like a few sprinkles around January, and we were all
February.
thinking, oh, we might have a full school year with no snow, and I kind of think that would be an achievement for many schools, a whole school year with no snow, and then coronavirus just comes in the middle of March. It's like, yeah, let me hold my corona,
Yeah.
and then any chance of that went away immediately.
Kate and I, when we were outside dyeing my hair blue, it started hailing in the middle of May.
Yeah.
What the heck? So my mom took a video of it, and it was so funny. But just hail everywhere. It was freezing cold in the middle
Yeah.
of May, which should be springtime, I think.
Which her hair is not blue now.
It
it
was
was
now
a- it-
blondish brown.
It was a fail. I did.
My hair's dark.
Your hair is dark, so it
The blue
like
didn't show up.
yeah, it was more like a green if you saw it in the light.
Yeah.
But now you have
A
like
greenish gray.
But now you have blonde stripes in the front of your hair.
Mhm.
Now half my head is dyed.
So Dom, what about you?
Oh, what?
Anything
About what?
about this?
quarantine?
Quarantine, yeah.
People.
I kind of
animals?
wanted to get back into playing with Legos. I haven't done that yet. It's been a while, but every time I get them out, it's a huge mess.
Yeah.
It's usually my fault, but
Mhm.
I'd rather not. Like, the first day of quarantine, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a fort. A super fort. And it worked. And we had a fort, but it didn't last long. So the first few weeks, we were all thinking, we can do this. You know?
We've been
Yeah.
So during when we go in the pool, sometimes Kate and I take the chlorine tabs out of the holder, and we start drawing on the sidewalk like right next to the pool, and we just wash it off with the water. But I have rubbed off the tip of my fingerprints, so now I just have these blotches of red without any fingerprints on them.
Yeah. It's
It's
weird.
weird. But
Um,
that happens to you when you're playing with chlorine tablets. That's what
so
happens.
don't do it.
'Cause then you'll rub off the tip of your fingerprints.
This is a PSA. Don't play with chlorine tablets.
Or
You'll
you
rub off your
will
fingerprints.
rub off your fingerprints, and you can be the Mister.
You
Or
could probably be Mr. Mystery Man, because when
Yeah.
if you murder someone or something, you can
You know, when you murder someone in your life,
you won't have fingerprints, so the police can't detect you.
it's all right.
I'm not
'cause-
saying don't do that, but I'm just saying
But if you're gonna murder someone, rub off your fingerprints
with
first.
chlorine tabs.
Yeah, this is legit
This
advice.
is bad advice coming from an 11-year-old.
This is legit advice. Take this with you. If there's any murderers listening in, please use chlorine tablets.
Wipe off
Burning your
fingerprints.
fingerprints off? Burning your fingerprints off?
Are you
No.
kidding me?
No.
No, man.
Use
no.
chlorine tablets.
Yeah,
Which we know murderers are listening to this podcast.
probably.
We only have 14 subscribers. One of them has to be a murderer.
Our neighbor-
At least
our
one of
neighbor-
them.
We have had kidnappings and murders on our street.
Whoa, that took a turn for the worse.
Anyway,
I
so
blame the murderers. Just saying. If
so
the murderer is listening, I blame you.
anyway,
Yeah, this is not going to be a funny podcast. We want it to be.
We're not getting anywhere, are we?
no, we're not.
We kind of wanted this to be a funny podcast, but we don't have the skill or any of that. We're just three kids sitting in a room with the doors closed. So if you can hear anything on the outside, forgive us. We're new to this. This is our
Third,
what's really our
second?
fourth episode. No,
No, third or
this
second.
is our fourth attempt. We only posted one, and this will be our second one. We're gonna do one before this, but we didn't.
Was it not a Christmas special? It was just a random one?
Yeah.
Oh, an Easter one. But
Yeah.
we didn't post it because
No, it was not. It was too cringy. I
too
looked
much
at it.
cringe for you to handle. It's
You
like
guys would
Vine,
die.
It's like over Vine cringe.
Like, it's like 10 times worse than eating a lemon, like
If
straight.
you eat a lemon,
I mean, if you eat a lemon, congrats.
some of our
if
friends can eat lemons.
if you can eat a lemon,
I like lemons.
I respect you.
I can eat
if-
a lemon.
Shush. No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
If you can eat a lemon whole,
There, I bet.
bet now, come on.
Louis, we're gonna get a
Lemon
lemon.
juice
no,
now.
no.
All right.
This will happen, all right?
If
We
you-
will-
No, I can't do it because when my teeth, I have this weird habit that, or like, tick, I don't know.
excuses.
I go like this,
Excuses.
and whenever it rubs together, I get goosebumps.
Louis, so you heard it here
suck on
first.
lemons, okay?
You heard it here
I can
first.
lick lemons, I can suck
All
on
right.
Our next
I
video
can't eat them.
after this,
No.
Louis is taking a shot of lemon juice.
No,
yes,
no.
You heard it here first.
we all
No.
will, all of us, all
No,
three of us.
good luck with that. I'm not doing it.
I'll take 3 shots of lemon juice. How about that?
How about soy sauce? Remember?
All right. Dominic has,
took shots of soy sauce before.
and he threw up.
One shot. It was for an old
He
video.
stayed away from soy sauce.
It was for an
a while.
old video. Let me say something. Dominic, do not blame this on me. Dominic asked me to fill up like random stuff. I don't know what we were doing, but I guess the loser of the challenge had to like take a shot of soy sauce, and Dominic lost the round, and I filled up some soy sauce in a shot glass. He did not have to drink it all, but you did, okay? You did not have to.
I have drank packets of soy sauce and had no effect.
Well, I don't like soy
I remember
sauce.
my friends. They would like, hey Louie, if you drink this, I'll give you like this packet of Doritos or something. I'm like, game on.
So, speaking of food and things, and also
Weird food habits.
No.
Oh.
No,
'Cause I
this
like
is not.
apples and-
That was not the direction I was going.
Louis,
I was gonna go with my brother, who is aspiring to be a chef.
Ooh,
has
he
been
makes
making-
good dinners.
Has been making the best food over this quarantine.
one time, this is literally the best food I've ever had in so
yeah.
long. He made
Chicken
literally,
rolls.
no, not that. It was
Kentucky chicken?
literally the best food ever. It was restaurant style, like what was it, like chicken and dumplings, and it was
Delicious.
exquisite.
Well,
it was so
Carlos,
good.
Presentation wasn't the best.
Carlos made the.
It was really good.
Carlos did not make the dumplings. That was my older sister. But Carlos made the chicken. It was so good.
One of my favorite meals that he has made is hot dogs, spaghetti, or the chicken teriyaki bowls that he makes. 'Cause those
Hot dogs
really
don't
good.
count. They're already pre-cooked.
Well, so what? I like the normal meals. He's made too much exotic foods.
Well, Louise, what's your problem?
I don't know. What's my problem?
Oh,
Okay,
we're
maybe
having-
I've had too much fame. Maybe I've had too much exotic food for a whole year. Okay,
I remember.
maybe I'm done. Maybe I just want some Joe's hot dogs. Okay,
I remember.
maybe I want a hamburger.
I remember.
I don't want any more exotic foods.
I remember in history class, this kid, I'm not going to say the person's name, but this kid, so we were talking about, it was like Rome, no, it was Italy or
yeah.
Greece, or like Greek.
No, it was France.
No, it was Italy. We're talking about Rome and Italy, and we were talking about the famous foods there, and this kid was like, oh no, yeah, he was like, the person was like, do they have hot dogs or hamburgers? Like, first of all, if
No.
you're going to Italy, get something exotic. You're not gonna be like, well, I'm going to Italy. I want a hot dog.
Or pizza.
Like,
Get pizza.
no, not even
The
that. Like,
Leaning Tower of Pisa. They probably serve pizza at the Pisa Tower.
I don't know about that one, Louis.
I'm
I would
just-
check your facts.
The moral of the story is that
No.
get something exotic if you're going somewhere.
Well, now you can't travel to France at all
Well,
Yeah,
because of some
you-
reason.
Well, you could.
The Corona.
You could, but it'd
They
be
shut
like
down
a
everything.
$5.
No,
Coronavirus.
yeah,
Ooh.
that was the worst. Like, no, it was like France or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know exactly where it was. Italy. It was
Yeah,
Italy.
it was Italy, and if you're going somewhere very like exotic, get of exotic food there.
Yeah.
Or
if I were going to Italy, I would probably get a meatball sub.
You
Okay,
can get that at the Subway or
you
something.
can get that at Subway.
Subway's meatball subs are delicious.
Well, what time are we at? 19 minutes. Wow, I'm proud of us. Last episode was like,
15, maybe.
what did you do, Louie?
Louis, hands off them.
Hands off the snowball.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
To be clear, if the clarification at the beginning of the episode wasn't enough, we are not funny. We try to be, but we're not. And this,
We do our best.
not even, we could do better.
So we're gonna half it.
We try, but the thing is, we're cringy. We're all kids here. We're cringy. And if you don't like
I'm
cringe,
just trying to survive.
If you don't like cringe, don't listen.
Oh, Dominic. I remember on my on my tests during school, like Spanish or music tests, I would usually get a low grade, and I would go, I failed. Oh well.
Well, I am not a good. When I was younger, I would be like the teacher's pet and everything, but now I'm like,
Screw teachers.
who cares about my grades? Right now, one time in music class, I don't know why we had tests, but I got a 40-something, and I was like, yes, because I thought I was going to get a 0. But my friend helped me out, and they gave me all of the answers I got wrong, and I got an 82.
it sounds like your friend didn't help you out. It sounds like your friend
No,
gave you the
She
answers.
gave me the answers.
All right. Well, that's the end of this
Isn't that
episode.
cheating?
Who cares? Who's thinking about that anymore?
Oh, what if
I'm not going to be a musician when I grow up.
No,
So
you're
I
not.
don't need
Kate,
that
you wanna
grade.
Kate, you wanna work on not.
You want to be a dental hygienist?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to end this episode. Actually, end it this time.
Goodbye.